So day two in the Arctic was a hike to a snow cave. So they picked us up at 10, which is pretty good actually, not too early after all the jet lag. But they took us down to their like depot and we checked all the gear and made sure everyone had the right stuff. My ice bikes were broken, so luckily I checked those and got some new ones. You definitely can't walk without those here. Then we all loaded into the van, got to know each other properly, which was quite cool. Nice to meet everyone. Then we drove all the way back here to the lodge because the trail started right by the lodge. But we started walking. It was pretty easy to start off with, and it got pretty steep. But what was interesting was there were lots of people on skis, like skiing up. So I'm not sure how they were managing that. Um, but yeah, skiing all the way up and then obviously coming back down on them. And some of the places are pretty like small, like thin paths. So it was pretty amazing how they managed to ski down all of that and did come off their skis once. But it was beautiful weather. It was really sunny and I'm not going to say warm, but it wasn't freezing. And then we went up onto the glacier, and then that's when the ice cave is, and the melt will run off on the other side. And then when we were on the glacier, that was pretty windy, pretty cold. Like if you took your hands out of your gloves, they would be very cold in no time at all. And so it would take a lot of time for your hands to warm up once you've taken off your gloves. It's so hot. This lodge. I guess they just crack the heating all the way up, but it's such a difference between when you're inside and when you go outside. They have all your gear on, so you start to sweat because you have all this stuff on. But then you go outside and it's freezing. So I'll definitely be going outside in a bit. But yeah, into the ice cave was pretty amazing. Like really deep tunnel, like a snow tunnel that they built steps into that you had to climb down. There was a rope and it helped you all the way down. But it must have been like 50 or 60 feet down this tunnel, which was a pretty cool experience in itself. And then into the ice cave, it was amazing, really. It was like a mixture of like frozen rock and ice, and then all these like ice sculptures everywhere, like icicles that made these sculptures, which was yeah, very cool to see. And then we stayed in there for a while. Everyone turned their headlamps off, and it was pitch black. And yeah, that was an interesting experience. Like no light whatsoever, and just all the noises you could hear. And then you just start to think about things and leaving your job. Was that the right thing? Yeah, it was. It definitely was. It's such an incredible experience already, and that was only the first full day. We came back out, and then we came out of the ice cave, and then came down the mountain a bit, where it's a bit more sheltered. And then we had our lunch, which was like these like dried ready meals, and you pour the hot water in, and um, that was pretty good. And he made the guide made a snow sofa for us, which was pretty comfortable given the circumstances. So we sat there for a while. The sun was out; it was a beautiful day. Not too strong. I got too sunburned, but then we came back down, and the rest of the day was ours really. So it was all about getting ready for the next expedition, really, and making sure everything's packed, repacked. Uh, you have to leave some stuff here that you like don't want to bring, and then you have to repack everything because things are going to go onto sleds today. Like yesterday, we were carrying it with the backpack, but they'll be on sleds today, and we'll pull them. And then it's wild camping, so I will let you know more when I find out more. But it's basically camping out in the wilderness 2 nights, climbing a mountain on the second day, and then coming back on the third day, and then it's snowmobiling after that. So all in all, fantastic experience so far. Loving it. People are nice. The guides are great. Um, it's cold, but it's not too cold, and it is beautiful out there. Like there's just stunning scenery everywhere you look. So yeah, having a great time. It's already Tuesday, which means it's flying by. But yeah, I'll be home before I know it. But yeah, loving it. Can't recommend it enough. Unless you're someone who really doesn't like cold, really doesn't do well with cold. But it's different here because you're wearing all the right gear, you've got the hats, you've got the gloves, you've got all this stuff that you put on. It's not like you're just walking around in a normal coat. So it is different. And really, if nothing's exposed to the wind and the air, then you're pretty warm most of the time. And they have these like vents in the trousers and the arms of your coat, which you can open and let air in. So that helps. When you're climbing up a mountain, it definitely gets pretty warm. So that avoids you having to take off layers, put them on, take them off again, which can be quite a pain because you've got to take your gloves off. And that's the worst bit, I think, is when your hands are out and they're like exposed to the air. But yeah, great day, amazing experience in the ice cave. Um, this is the end of the comfort, so we'll be out into the wilderness now. So I'm quite excited for that. So let's see what happens there.